it will only filter in what it is here. Does that make sense? Now, at the moment, I have 25 rows. There are total 43, but on this page there are only 25. So it will only surface filter will only filter from that 25. It will not filter from the whole. Yeah. Some of you might not have a filter based on the version you are in.
Yes, me.
Yeah. Again, you. It's fine. Some of you might not have filter. The latest versions have that. Some old versions do not have that.
So
how many of you
especially
yeah, if you
all
you can say 500 or there's no all option, but you can say
there are more than 500. So it will be so you need to like this is to get this database or even
this is
from
the
few
limit.
tables.
This is the limitation of this interface. I'm not saying there are no more search techniques. That's the limitation of this interface.
It will be not full search.
Yeah. This is the reason you need to know the commands. That is the reason you need to know the commands. Does that make sense? This filter won't be complete. Does that make sense? So what am I trying to say is this is a quick filter. Do you understand? This is a quick filter. Let's say I wrote here. It's okay?
Yeah.
I just wrote pencil there and it has picked up the records that are just pencils. Is okay? I didn't have to tell in which field. All it is doing is just filtering it on a very quick note. Does that make sense? I didn't have to say item is equal to pencil. Just write whatever you want to, and if that information is found, it just shows you those records. Is that correct? But what I said, the limitation is it is only going to do it through only this 25 or whatever you are looking at, right? I could have done this if I go to search. Now I should know what am I searching for. That information exists in what? Like if I wrote pencil here, it's not going to work. So it will not give you any error.
But they have to be.
I mean, if I write pencil here and I say go, obviously you will not see any record.
You have to be accurate.
It'll say nothing found because there's no region called as pencil. Is that right? But if I go back and search and I write pencil in items, so you'll get the records. Is that okay? But obviously this is searching the whole table. Whether if there are 10,000 records, a million records, doesn't really matter. Whatever the number of records is, it's going to measure that. Is that okay? Is that okay? In this search now, it has this order number. There are something written down. That's your field name. And this is the value. This is field name. This says value. Is that correct? And it says operator. Operator means greater than, less than, equal to. What are you looking for? So if you go through this, it will give you more options. Is that okay? It says equal to, which means exact comparison. Greater than, obviously only going to be used with numbers. You can't use it with characters. Greater than, equal to, less than, equal to, and not equal to. That means leave this and everything else. Does that make sense? That's what not equal to means. That. So if I say here not equal to, not here basically, no, in this, just leave this like that. In item, if I say not equal to, I'm saying is leave away pencil, give me everything else. I don't want pencil, I want everything else. That's okay. So that's your not equal to, and then you have this regular expression. You won't be able to just omit this for the time being. You will not be able to understand this at this point in time. There's in, there is not in, and there is between, not between, and like. Is that right? Now let's say I Yeah, so if I just say here, doesn't give me anything. Is that right? But if I say search, and instead of saying this, I say like and this, right? And I say anything starting or having P in the name. Is that okay? Anything containing P. So that like percentage means containing that character. Is that okay? Now what happens is this search doesn't give you any other option. I would, if you say like, it works exactly as equal to. But then you will say, why have they given it if it doesn't work? If it is just like equal to, right? Because I can write down like, I can write it down myself. If I write down percentage P here, it means ending with P. Not containing P, ending with P. Does that make sense? So if I just do this, I might not get any because there might not be any stuff ending with P. Is that okay? If I do like and I say P and this, that means starting with P, right? And it doesn't have to be one character. I can put as many as characters I like. Is that okay? So if I say here search again, if I say here item, BEN and percentage. Is that okay? Yeah? This, I'm looking at continuous letters BIN, and after that there could be anything, right? So starting with this letter. Is that okay? Whereas the computer gives you like percentage, anything in between and percentage, which means anywhere in between of the whole thing. But you can use like alone with your own percentage sign to specify whether in the beginning or in the ending. Is that right? Let's say I wanted to look for binder and pencil only. Is that right? I want to look for pencil as well as the binder. How can I write it in noun search? What do you think?
Between.
Not between. No.
You've sent it comma.
Okay, percentage would mean anything, isn't it? But I'm being specific, but I'm giving you two values to search for. Is that right? Then in that case, you say in. In. So if I say in and pencil, comma, binder, that means you are saying the item is either pencil or binder. Yeah? So you can just go and look for. Is that okay? So in is for multiple value check, but exact check. We're not saying like part of the word. A complete check, right? The item is either pencil and as well as binder. So you said between. Between is like I have an cost. I say equal to, and I say let's say greater than 10, right? Right? But I want to say less than 200. Greater than 10 or 20, but less than 200. So I want to put a second thing. I'm putting a limit, isn't it? I've got a lower limit and I've got a higher limit. So I cannot write it down, say here. How will I write down the upper and over limit? It's just giving you one option to write down. In that case, you say between. When you say between, it will give you the two values to put in. So if I say between 20 and 200, let's say, it could be any values basically. So you've said 2, and you say go. Oh my, yeah. So between will only work on numeric data, and from it is a range, whereas in you are assigning this and this, two things, whatever it could be, and you are using like for anything which contains that. Is that okay? So there are different operators to use in search. There is something called as is null, which means it is left blank. It has got nothing in it. And not null means leave all the blanks and give me everything else. So is null is blanks. Is not null means everything else except yes is not blank. Right? So these are your operators. So what's going to happen now is you can I just want you to try a few things yourself. I'm going to give you an exercise for home where you're just going to use these operators to find the requisite data. Is okay? How will you tell me what is your answer? If I give you an exercise, how do I check what are your answers? But how will you send me the answers?
Expert, export this file and
you will export, but export is the data, not the query, isn't it? That's what you're doing is a search now. Search is very specific, isn't it? So how are you telling me you're going to export the search data itself, whatever you are able to search? So how will you show? Now there are obviously different ways. If I do, let's say here, that's only to just wind you up, that's all. I was just trying to be difficult. Go. So let's go. I have this data right now, right? This is the query which I've done. This is the query, yeah? How do I get this data and how do I say what did you search for? Is that okay? Now obviously what you could do is go for print view from here. What do you get? The result, and I will also be able to see what you searched because I understand this query. It converts that into a command and you can, right? But I don't want you to print all of them, just save them as PDF. Do you know how to save as PDF? Does everybody know how to save as PDF? Just change this from here, just say save as PDF. So it will not go to printer, it will just keep saving it as a different file. Is that okay? But I don't want you, I want you to click on this print view and I don't want you to go here and say print. The reason is you can see the difference. Obviously now I've already done that. Otherwise you will see the screen itself. I don't want that. You know, the column, I don't want you to get that. I've already done print, that's why it's still keeping that. But otherwise if you go to browser and say print, it will give you the screen itself. I don't want to see that. Is that okay? With all the backgrounds and all. No, I don't. No. So I mean, you have to be confident that whatever you've done is correct. But I want you to try those exercises. Is that okay? You'll have to import a table. How do you export? Anyways, somebody said that export. There's two ways of. If you're working with SQL, I can also do what? I can actually give it a name, task 1, and I can say bookmark this SQL query. I can say bookmark this SQL query. If I do this, the only problem is it's bookmarked, but you can't take it. It's not going to go anywhere with you. It's there in this system. I can always go back to here, and I'll have to go to SQL and say, it'll show me. I can do this and say go again. And it'll run the same result. Right? But you can't take it anywhere with you. Does that make sense? You have the facility to bookmark, but you can't take them anywhere. Is that okay? But otherwise, if you want to export, just be careful, not in a table, go outside table. Otherwise, only that table will be exported, not the whole database. Is that okay? Just say export and just say go. And it will give you a file. Right? And when you go somewhere, you say import and you will have it. That's all. Yeah? So you can bring and take in any data, but that doesn't take the queries. That's the only problem. Data can go anywhere, but not the queries itself.
It's good file.
Yeah, it's an SQL file. It doesn't matter. It recognizes SQL. It recognizes when you say import, the only problem here would be, which I should teach you now. If you open this file, it's a text file. Open it with any software you like. It'll open up. Yeah. Can you see it doesn't, in this file, do you see anywhere written on create database? Create database. It doesn't say anywhere. The first, everything is comment, right? The first line starts with create table, right? That means this will not create the database. Does that make sense? So wherever you are going to go, you can create the database with whatever name you like. Go in that database and import this, and it will create all the tables with all the data inside it, the way it was, but it won't create the database. Does that make sense? You have to create the database yourself and then import. Does that make sense? Yeah. It will create the tables. Does that make sense? But we will learn how to say create database here as well. But I don't have to do anything. Just go to the PHP management screen and just say import, and it creates the database, creates the table. Then do that. Is that okay? I think it's enough for today. Can you please do your learning tidy? Is there anything else you want? Anything you want to say? Can we do quick introductions? I think I kind of know your names, but I think earlier in the morning I had saw a few names which I think I don't recognize. So I thought I would ask you.
But doing
Did you put prior? Sorry.
Go to the. Go to the. No. The sorry. Your direct. And then you find it. If you make folder.
Who has the pen? I was trying to say what name we didn't tell Salam. I won't remember. I won't forget now. So, but otherwise, how do you pronounce your name? Vyacheslav. That sounds good. You're from?
No, because our meeting place we have already directed right there in the
Grace and Tatiana.
Yeah, Poppy, the transmission one right here.
Do your learning diaries. I think you do your learning diaries online somewhere.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been told that you do online.
You also
No, just add it to that same file. See, I'll give you a new one when you finish your old group. Till that you just keep, because it's the same day. I can't change. We're just using your resource from there only. Michelle, so I've given you the separate one. Yeah, you have it. You have it. Yeah. At home. Yeah. You have it at home. George, you can have the learning diary from him because I know you don't have it.
Because we start half-time break on 30, 31, 1, 2, 3, all this Monday, until we come back on 19.
Yes.
Plus 1 and 22. Still we start on 15, 19, graduation.